Dude, let's go.
Damn it! What? Next jam.
That's the intro we need for this. Yeah, I saw this really cool ass homebrew today on Reddit. That was a Marshall Ranger class. It was an entirely special.
Okay, recap done.
And now the adventurers find themselves late at night within the Church of the Morning Lord, with Irina safe and sound for now.
I think it's not late at night. I definitely think it's early in the morning, which makes sense since we are seeking refuge in the house of the Morning Lord. Be respectful. It's their culture.
Elena, what did you say?
What's our little guy's name?
Yeska?
Yeska. Okay. He just went to go get Father Donovich and was bringing Father Donovich to tell him that we're here, as we were in Irene.
Father Petrovich.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this has chicken and steak on it. Oh, fuck.
Double the meat.
Alright, are we just waiting for the priest then? Or are we going to bed?
Did Yeska go get him, or did you guys tell him not to get him?
Yeska to go get him,
tell
right?
him. No, we just told him to go tell him we're here, and if he doesn't want to come, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As soon as we sat down in the room last session, Angelo began ritual casting. Tiny hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I know we put the guy's head in the bag of holding, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where the fuck are we gonna hide that axe? So it's not immediately tied to us seconds after he's found dead.
Well, here's
Can
the
I
thing.
fit it in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
for
I'm
sure.
sorry.
I don't know.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, you would. You don't have a lot of stuff.
I didn't realize that was a question for I thought that was an in-character thing. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, put the axe in the bag of the holding, but here's the deal, guys. The Burgomaster and subsequently all of the current ruling factions, like the police force, the current standing nobles, all of that is going to be upturned in the next 12 hours because of what we just did. I mean, Fiona is going to waltz in there with or without the head of this Isaac guy and just entirely take over.
That's not necessarily true at all.
I think it's pretty true.
She didn't say, I'm immediately gonna take over. She did, I think it'd be funny if you did this and it would help me out.
I think that's just what's going to happen.
Alright, actually pause everyone. Irina, love, are you conscious?
She's unconscious.
Fuck.
No, she's out.
Someone wait. Well, I'm gonna take a minute and is she undead? I'm gonna do an undead scan. Beep, 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 beep.
You do not sense her any undead coming
In the church? Because I'm just gonna try and focus it to the church right now.
Nope, nothing in the church.
Okay, we seem to be safe for now, as soon as she wakes up. So, do we want to fucking get some rest? Because I'm tired as shit. And apparently,
Oh, you will stand and watch.
these festivals probably start early as shit.
Okay.
It's the morning lord.
So, sure.
Are we going?
I mean, eventually, right?
No, I mean, are we going to the festival?
Should rest up, get our strength, find Fiona.
Do we have any windows open in this house?
Don't think so.
Up
Or-
there?
Ours is shut.
Cars? My car's good.
My car's fine.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I didn't open my window.
Fine. Sorry. We had that problem the other night.
I mean, eventually, right? We're gonna eventually go to the festival. I don't think there's gonna be any avoiding it. I think we go outside tomorrow. We'll be at the festival.
Yeah,
Unless that's what you're saying. Unless are we like gonna leave this building
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what
next
I'm
24 hours?
That's exactly what I'm saying, because you signed yourself up to be head honcho. I'm gonna go foreigner.
Well,
set shit on
yeah,
fire.
I said that. We said that to the Burgomaster.
Yeah.
Who's going to have a lot more on his plate. Already has a lot more on his plate than when we brought that up. I would be surprised if he remembers it.
Okay. So are we leaving this church tomorrow, or are we waiting until... Well, we have to collect from Fiona.
Yep.
Does anyone have any ways of magically communicating?
Nope.
I don't think I do.
Sure. Don't.
We should probably talk about that. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable accepting a lump sum of funds from Fiona. We
You
lost
already
Other than
did.
the ones we already did. No,
Apologies.
Irina.
Irina.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're
It's been
talking
a
about...
long day.
How? Fiona would definitely fucking do
Fiona!
everything we can.
Nah, it'll take her for every penny she can have.
Irina, yeah, I mean, I think last time she just gave us wine. She didn't pay us.
Who?
Irina?
No, she did.
She gave me money. 500.
And wine as a celebration, which I guess we can pop bottles now that we got it back.
Okay, well.
Or maybe not 500. I think enough for
How
you all to get
plausible is
100.
it to
Yeah.
find these bones?
Wait, Angelo, did you say you can communicate? Boop, 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 or no?
No, I can't. Not right now, anyway.
Me neither.
However, if we do find someone who, I don't know, knows where the bones are, or maybe, if we find the bones, we can ask them questions. I'm very compelling. That actually probably won't work. I've never actually had bones talk back to me before.
We know where the bones are. We just haven't taken the time to go get them yet.
We have a
where are the
strong
bones then?
guess. We don't
They're with that
actually know.
groundskeeper.
Yeah,
Another kid.
We're pretty sure.
Another kid. For the record.
Oh, well, I mean, if they know where the bones are, I could try at least 2 times, see if they will be willing to fork over that information, or maybe even dig them up for us.
Kids are easy to scare.
Yeah, and magic.
Right, great. We don't have
Oh
time
my
to unpack all of that. Alright, wait, before we go to, do you want the to-do list when we wake up, or now, and so you get some time to sleep on it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, I think we're still gonna wait for the priest to come by so we can say hi.
Yeah, he's
Sleeping
probably
ball
praying.
torture.
Alright, first, and most obviously, we have to survive the festival and not be arrested.
Easy.
Well, I combine those into one as a prayer. Second of all, find the bones for the church. I think that's the most obvious next step, because it was originally our plan. And also, I feel like now we're kind of just back where we started.
Right.
Next, well not next, that's actually what I hope we put on major back burner, is wine for the birds. Gotta go find the dads.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're
Figure
doing
they're eventually.
Try.
Eventually. We'll do that. Pretty low on the list. We could get, potentially, as a side quest, we could go see Bluto and get money from him and give it to Pearson, because he owes Pearson money. And we said, if we see Bluto, we'll get you your money. Another reason we might see Bluto up the lake is because if what's-his-name isn't at his house, he's probably out fishing with Bluto, so there could be some overlap there, for the bones. Money from Fiona, ? Seduce Rictavio, ? Wolves, ? From the hunters and the werewolf, because remember, Madame Ava says that a she-wolf could be a benefit to us, and also maybe we do know one. Maybe we know one. Lads, if we remember the lesbians. One of the lesbians
The what?
may or may not be...
$1 beans.
may or may not. Oh, did Brian have to go?
He can probably hear us.
He didn't say it.
Angelo's meditating.
Love it.
He always meditated.
So, maybe something interests there, but I doubt that she would just outright be like, yes, I'm a werewolf and I'd like to help you. But maybe. Then everything fucking Madame Ava told us, literally everything, but most importantly, the thing we should definitely move on to after the bones, is going to see the mansion in the west to go find the Order of the Silver Dragon.
I
Where,
agree.
Right, which is also near the wolves, which is also
Right.
in the direction of the wine. So,
yeah, it's all west. So that all kind of ties together. Our money from Irene is a question mark. And then there's some definite loose ends with the old, small fry we killed.
who?
Brian, how much of that did you miss? All of it?
Much, no. I only missed like a little tail end, I think.
Okay. And then the last thing, so some loose ends about a
Probably
dead
raining.
kid who apparently he turned a kid into a cat, and that cat is still a cat.
Yeah.
Because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at.
Oh, yeah.
And also, when we're at the lake, beware the black elk. We don't know who or what the fuck it is, but apparently it's a literal elk, and he saw it, the dead kid, and he was afraid of it. And if he was afraid of it, maybe that means he's a friend to us, or it means it's even fucking worse than him. Hard to tell. So a lot to do, but if you're asking me, which obviously you all were, Say we find the bones. Hopefully that means Irina's safe so we don't have to take her literally everywhere with us. Because apparently you can't leave her alone for 5 seconds.
Are you eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch in this household?
Oh no.
After the shrimp tail incident.
After the abuser found shrimp in his cereal.
They milkshake ducked him.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Huh?
What?
Topanga's
Milkshake ducks is racist.
husband got milkshake ducked
Yeah.
for finding shrimp in his cereal.
Imagine. In 2021, can you believe it?
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Go on.
Does anyone have
get
any?
any of those
You
words.
don't have the Twitter app.
I'll tell you later,
If you had
King.
the Twitter app, you'd understand. Anyway.
What the fuck is the matter?
Alright.
I'll tell you later.
So, what we need to do now, we probably won't be able to get a full night's rest given that it's 4 in the goddamn morning.
Oh, why not?
It's probably like 1.
Okay, we might have a shot. But we're definitely staying inside this fucking hut.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep for 8 hours, and the world will wait for us.
6.
Or the Morning Lords Festival start right in the fucking morning.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't think we have any.
Everybody go to sleep now.
Now that we
I
have,
will
We
have
take
first
off?
watch.
I was just saying, now that we have Irina in this bubble, I see absolutely zero reason for us to leave this bubble for the next 8 hours. There is nothing that is that pressing.
Awesome. I'm down. I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. I'll take second watch. You just wake me up. Oh, whose turn is it for? Are we not doing therapy tonight? Are we holding out therapy? Angela, how you feeling on it?
I'm alright if you guys want therapy. It's been a big night. I don't know that I'm going to get too deep on anyone's emotions without them getting a little upset.
Not Fiel then. Not Fiel then. Alright, we'll take a night off.
I'll take round 2.
You need to. You have to do some homework before you go back. You need to do some self-reflection.
I did my homework. Look, I filled all this book.
Yeah,
She said,
even dead
"I need
kids
a
will
break
let's dissect
from you."
that.
I did actually give him a packet. He's doing a great work. Like I can see, he's getting there. He's doing a good job.
Look. No, this was part of it. We're trying to pull something good out of this terrible situation, and so it's carrying on the legacy.
Great, that was a good spin. To bed then.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, bye.
Is the priest back? Is the priest anywhere? I'm gonna poke my head out the door and look. Is he out there?
You poke your head out the door, and you can see that the lights are. The chamber's still lit and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You still hear a bit of crying and some whispers and some talking. You would have to kind of go down the hallway to see.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if the priest is anywhere.
Good luck.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I pull out the axe and just hold it?
I'm gonna go with him, but I'm not gonna say anything because Phil's not as tall.
Okay, Fiel and Kane are going to go. I assume. Excuse me. Angelo is still making the hut. Merritt's getting ready for bed. You're looking at the axe. You guys go. You walk back into the church chambers and you see Father Lucian crouch next to a woman who is crying and just kind of consoling her. He doesn't look up
Okay.
unless you get close.
Sorry.
He doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm gonna shift over and try and get into his peripheral. Maybe see if he'll turn his head and notice that we're standing here.
Okay. You
Yeah.
over.
Exactly like that. Just-
And he goes, oh, and he says something to the woman, and he gets up and he walks over. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay. Were you here for comfort?
In a way.
Well, please
yes.
come sit.
No,
We
no.
can offer prayer.
Well, that's okay. You pour one out for me. But we're gonna be in the room back there. That you.
My office.
No, the one with the bed in it.
The bedroom.
The bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be in there. We're gonna have
All 4 of you.
all
5 of you.
5 of us.
Okay.
6 actually.
Yeah.
Guess what? We found Irina.
Oh
He
yes.
said about Angelo. He
She
told
was
us that
missing.
Yeah. She got a little
How to
lost.
be an old man.
She got a little lost.
It's crooked because Kyle broke him.
You know, the city can be confusing.
Right,
You know,
right.
She
Well,
hasn't
that's
been back
good.
here in a couple of days.
Well, I haven't seen her certainly.
Right. Well, she's gonna be staying here now.
Quite.
Like that was the agreement, right? Wasn't that
Yes.
the agreement? Okay, yeah, okay.
I have a spare room with Yaska
Perfect.
has one and I have one.
We're
of them
all
spare.
there. We're all in there.
Okay.
The group of us.
Sure.
Um,
Are you all staying?
for the night at least.
Okay.
We are very tired.
Little crowded.
Yeah, it is, but
Sorry.
no, it's okay.
No room in the inn.
No, the festival,
Oh, sure.
Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, we've been in there all night.
Oh,
I just wanted to let you know now that we're here. There was just never a good time for me to pop in.
right. Yeska did just mention that you came in.
Yeah, well, we told them to tell you that like hours ago.
Right.
Kids, right? Am
Make
I
a deception
right?
check.
Okay.
Airplane food.
11.
Can
Right,
I assist
kids.
by shrugging? No,
Yes.
11.
Right, yes, that boy, he looks around. No Yeska. He's somewhere.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. It wasn't urgent. If it was urgent, we would have come gotten you and not
Right.
sent an
I
8-year-old
can't wear it on
to
my
tell
nose
you.
like that, sorry guys.
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's
Quite, well,
what's going on.
please, if you need any,
We plan to find your bones in the next couple of days.
Oh,
That's next on the list.
right,
Yeah, we were gonna try and find your bones earlier, but then Irina got lost.
right. Yes, please, make that your #1 priority.
It
I
is.
feel completely unsafe and naked without the bones
It's
here.
on the top of the list.
Honestly, I don't know if Irina should stay if there's no bones.
Well, I mean,
I can't protect her.
well, sure, but do you think anybody else can?
your groundskeeper.
Yes.
Where does he live?
In one of the small cottages a little bit east.
Excellent.
Why? He'll be in the morning. Well, just quickly before we all head over to the festival.
Yeah, what time does that start?
A couple hours after our sunrise ceremony.
Alright, well,
Everyone in the church would plan to attend the festival.
You must. You all plan to be there as well?
Of course.
I mean, will we have time to get some sleep before then?
Oh, yes. Yes, I would say... Oh, well, it's pretty late. If you go to bed really soon, I'm sure.
Alright. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing then.
Okay.
I'm in. You
Well-
in?
I'm in.
I guess we gotta tell,
What?
I blanked. I just totally blanked.
Who are you
She's
thinking
not
of?
gonna help me. Hold on.
Irina?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Merit.
Merritt. Jesus
The
The
Christ.
name of our group.
I guess we gotta tell Merritt that we do have to
Anyway,
go to the
if you
festival.
don't need me and you're not here for comfort, please, I do have duties.
Right, of course.
I'll be on my way.
Duty on.
He waddles away.
Tony.
And what the way go.
Wow.
I'm not gonna pull a dinosaur reference.
2006. I bet he got milkshaked up too.
Probably.
Why was I attacked with this reference?
You forgot my name, bastard. Such intent is the name of the goddamn group.
You egg.
The egg.
All I could think of was marked men.
The important part.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys, he walks away, goes back to talking to the lady.
Alright, well, that was a fruitful endeavor.
It was. We know where the bones are, and we know when there's no longer going to be people watching them.
Yeah. I kind of want to go to the festival. It's gonna be so cool!
We need the bones. Pain.
We can get the bones eventually. I mean, we'll have to, we'll be, it's not gonna be, like, we're not gonna, like, easily,
You're telling me you don't want to sneak into someone's house and steal some bones?
not particularly. It sounds boring.
Make a persuasion check. No, I'm just kidding.
Big,
Will you give me a Coke?
big festival? Very cool. Also, apparently everyone's supposed to be there. Like, forced to be there. And if we're there...
And you did tell the burgomaster you would speak for him at the festival and be there early.
Yeah, I don't think
If you don't remember that.
I don't think he's even gonna remember that. I don't remember that. A lot has
Okay.
happened in the past couple of days.
Well, actually,
We'll show up on time and see what he
New
says.
people came into town, and then his son died, and then the next day his bodyguard died. I wonder who he'll suspect.
Listen, God, we make our own rules.
I'm just saying.
Would you suspect the newcomer? I would not. I would suspect the people that have been around long enough to plot such a thing. How could
Okay.
we have come up with such a thing so quickly?
Yeah, how do you just stumble on a kid
It
and then
did
kill
look
him?
very planned, didn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've been in town for literally days. Literally, like, a couple of,
Third sleep,
like,
yeah.
hours. Just saying. We're fine. We are not going to be implicated in the slightest. Anyway, we do have to go to the festival.
We'll see.
If we don't go to the festival, that's even susser.
That was druidic, actually, for suspicious.
I'm not sure I think be able to do that. So.
I go back into the room and I Merritt.
What? Yeah, what?
First of all, I forgot your name earlier for like a second.
Yeah, shocking.
It was a long day.
Yeah, again, my Angela's my favorite. Go on.
Anyway, well, yeah, I mean that goes without saying.
Go
I love
on.
playing D&D when there's still sunlight out.
But
Yeah, right.
It's nice.
Yeah.
we do have to go to the festival tomorrow. It's a necessity.
Ah,
It's a requirement.
I am bleeding.
fine.
The priest said so.
We're gonna keep a low profile and not show off any fucking weapons that don't belong to us.
Very visceral reaction. Yeah, in the back.
Well, we're not going to show off any
I
weapons.
also don't really want to. I have no interest in going to this festival.
But
I
if
don't
we
want
show
to
up,
be fucking arrested.
no, if we show, but we're going to show up and the guy's going to be like, the burgomaster is going to be like looking for one good thing, and I think that's me.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to show up to this festival, and both the burgomaster and the burgomaster's main rival are going to call us to the stage to be at their side, and we're going to have a decision to make.
And this sounds like a recipe for the most fun that I've had in a long time.
Yeah, that's what. Do you even remember which fucking fake?
I have to
Does everyone
agree.
remember their fake names? Angelo, you are lucky.
I remember
believe my
yours.
name was something along the lines of
I said my name was Merritt, so
Yours was up here.
It's not even a fake name. It's just his last name.
I'm just saying we have to keep up the fucking charade. How's everyone with charades?
It was foolish of me. I shouldn't have put my name up here. If they translate that, they'll be very uncomfortable, and this would not work.
Did I have a-
No one knows where the fuck you're from, Mad.
Big.
Diedrich, you can't carry the axe into town
It's
tomorrow.
karma.
I know.
And also, we
I'll do it.
have our cute clothes. Did we leave them at the inn? Or are they in the bag? They're in the bag, right?
They're in the bag.
Thank God. How about that dress for nothing? I'd be pissed.
I'm literally wearing mine.
I'm gonna change for the
Natural
bill.
20.
Got an armor defense.
You're right.
Anyway, there's no
You
way
gotta
I'm
keep
going
close.
to the. There's no way I'm going to this festival not in full armor.
Well, you have to be dressed like the foreigner cool guy. You get a cool new coat.
No, I bought this coat in this city. The foreigner
For
cool
the
guy.
festival, that's why we bought it.
But the foreigner cool guy, my
For the
foreignness.
dinner.
You bought
We
stuff.
just
Yeah, you
told
bought
people
clothes for
that
the
it was for the festival,
Yeah.
so that we weren't suspicious going to Fiona's.
I wanted to wear mine to the festival.
You
Wear
can by
yours
all
to the
means
festival.
wear yours to the festival, but I am a strange foreigner and I need to wear my
That's
strange
fine.
lizard scale
That
armor.
makes sense. Alright, so we need to be there bright and fucking early.
Nope, we gotta be there right on time.
That the Morning Lords festivals don't start in the morning.
It's not the morning Lord's
Go
festival.
to
It is
sleep.
exactly the Morning Lords festival. It's the Festival of the Blazing Sun for the Morning Lord.
If I remember correctly, the purpose of the festival changes every week. This one is just about the sun specifically, so the church has some interest, but they're not responsible for it.
You're You're right. The church is not responsible. The people of the town are. It's kind of like a jury duty thing. But it is for the Morning Lord. It's the
Yeah.
Festival of the Blazing Sun for the Morning Lord. The one last week was the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Totally not related to the Morning Lord.
Okay.
They do change
I
every
just thought
week.
I remembered specifically the father saying that like they don't.
He doesn't like to get involved in politics, but he is still forced to go.
Okay,
But I don't
but they're not like in any way figureheads of the festival.
know.
Okay.
The priest?
It's still to the
The
god, though.
church.
It's still to the god. There's more than one. There could be more worshippers. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Got it. It's just
Yeah.
that since there's only one religion, they're all like, "I the Morning Lord's pretty cool. Let's do a festival for him."
Yeah, it seems to be from this town and then from Barovia before. Most of the people here follow the Morning Lord.
So after praying to God on it, I have determined that
Ernie was just over here.
he was sleeping.
At this point, Angelo's like in his sleeping bag, which he started just laying out after
Yeah, you need to go
after
to
Drake
bed.
said to go to bed. He's like,
Is the dome
"I'm
up?
asleep right now."
Yeah.
Angelo, you put the
Okay.
your tiny hub up.
Yeah, it's all done. I would guess. I would guess it's been at least 10.
If you want to, if you didn't stop or anything, yeah. Here, Kai.
So
Oh man, Sorry for eating.
The real question is, are we
I
keeping
knew
the
the exact
burgomaster in
sound effects we
power,
were going
or we're
for.
letting Fiona usurp?
Like old printer.
That's none of our fucking
Like,
business.
Yeah, I think we only need to make that decision if one or both tries to kill us.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved. I don't give a shit who runs this town, to be honest.
Right? Bingo. I think if the burgomaster tries to threaten us with death or
Or a good time.
or a good time, then we may be like, but Fiona's kind of cool. And if Fiona like turns on us and I don't know, tries to like blame us for everything and was really double crossing us the whole time for like personal reasons, then we like rat her out. But I'm really not. I really just want to see how it goes. I really want to see how it happens. Like, we've lit the spark, man. Now
No,
we
we're
gotta
not.
watch it burn.
I was about to say, actually, tomorrow, we need to be the most average fucking festival goers there's ever been.
Well, that's
After
not gonna
your
happen.
thing, no, after your thing, we're gonna fucking sit around, we're gonna do whatever the fuck, you drink, eat, and be merry. You want to talk about not implicating ourselves, then we just go do as the Romans do.
Yeah, exactly.
That
And
means
watch the
keeping
shitstorm
things
happen.
keeping things low key, not going near any of them,
I don't,
other than the required
What was the name
burning.
of the groundskeepers?
Millibage.
Millibage. I don't need to stoke the flames anymore here. I think
But
you're
we also don't
misinterpreting
wanna-
my excitement. My excitement is not to go to the festival and keep pushing things to go crazy. My excitement to go to the festival is to have a front row fucking seat to watch what is
Yeah.
already in motion.
I think we'll see. And then at night,
Well, if I'm
visit-
wrong, then I'll just be disappointed, but I'm not gonna, like, get us arrested.
and
or
we need to
anything.
keep Irina on
on
us like a
purpose.
fucking. One of us needs to be chained to
I
this woman.
think it is time to go to sleep.
Yeah, what do we do if she's still passed out tomorrow morning?
Angelo gets out the sleeping bag, plus back.
Alone?
Angelo will fix
If
it.
to make you more comfortable, we can leave one note that says, "Do not leave this room."
That would make me more comfortable, and we can
She
we
could
leave?
get snatched from anywhere.
Shit. She could.
What?
Yeah,
She go what?
this
We
snatched.
can't leave her in this room until we find those bones.
No, that's what I said. One of us has to be chained to her at all
Alright.
times.
I nominate Merritt. You're the most
I lost the last time.
responsible. We lost her last time.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I was really hoping you'd say that. Fine. I like her. I'll keep pay attention to her. I just fucking.
Alright, so we gotta rest.
Bed.
Real quick, Angelo's gonna sit up from his sleeping bag and kind of rummage around in his bag real quick and pull out like a dagger and sheath it and just set it next to her, like, unconscious body. And she might
To
need
be
that.
honest, with their history of abusive male figures, you're probably the best to stay with
She
her.
has a sword.
Yeah, she's in full. Oh, she's
I'm
not in
gonna
her
take
armor.
that.
She's not in her
armor
armor.
and sword, but Phil
Phil.
did take the armor.
Thank you,
Yeah,
just a
shove
funny
it in the bag
voice.
of holding.
It's in the bag of holding her armor and her sword.
Yeah, we should pull that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna,
didn't
I'm gonna
realize she
pull that
was
stuff
fucking
out and
juiced.
read it.
She,
and,
yeah.
Lay it, prepare it.
I'm not used
Like-
to like the subject of escort
Of a
missions being
strong
capable
female
of
character?
themselves. This is, I feel
I
very
see.
treated.
Fiel is at his core a fighter, so he very much knows like about war and
Peace.
armaments and things like that. So he's going to like prepare her armor
Best
and
character
kind
in
of
Sky High,
work
by
on
the
it a
way.
little bit before the night and lay it out as if it was prepared for like a general officer to be getting up the next morning
Okay,
for battle.
cool.
Okay. Bright and early, everyone be ready to be back up to a foreigner.
My whole life.
Good night. Try not to disappear.
Sleep foreigner.
Okay. So, Daedric is taking the first watch. Is anybody else staying up with him?
No. Minus is out.
I'll stay up with him while I'm preparing the armor and cleaning it and
Okay, are you gonna stay up for the whole watch?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take my time. I'm just
Yeah,
clean
that's
this
fine.
and prepare it.
Are you guys in the? Are you in the bubble?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and both make perception checks for me.
Ooh, natural 18 plus 4 for a 22.
Okay.
My good friend. 4.
Okay. So
My
Fial,
DC
you're a little.
might be a little harder because I'm trying to focus on this axe as well.
7.
Okay. About an hour into your maybe. Okay, so maybe about a half hour into your shift. Stop. That's not the tone. About a half hour into your shift, you hear some people maybe walking around outside. You hear the big of the church doors shut. You hear a which you would assume to be maybe like a bar going over the door or something. What's that called?
A bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no fucking
I thought it has like a name.
Probably.
Probably. The thingy. The one.
A thingy. And you hear another door shut, and the lights, if you could see from, is the bubble see-through? It's like
Yeah.
translucent.
Opaque from the outside, translucent from the inside.
Translucent. Okay, so yeah, so from under the door, you see kind of the light go out. And that's about 30 minutes in. You guys want to do anything?
Real quick, how much money did we get from Fiona?
We didn't get any. We gave it all to the sword.
You got 1,000 gold from
But
Fiona.
I don't think we did
And
we
we put
distribute it?
500 into the sword, and then did we distribute the other 100 each?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember.
That
We
sounds
did
yeah.
the
yeah.
extra 125 each because
Yes, that's correct.
because we gave 500 to
Daedric.
Daedric. I am terrible with the names
I have
tonight. I
270
blanked on Daedric
Okay,
too.
then I'm in the right place.
Yeah,
It's been a week since we played.
We
so-
gave 500 to Daedric and $125 to each of the four
Cool,
of us.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I just
called
want to
a
make sure.
crash bar.
Okay. Okay. So, Daedric, are you examining the sword?
The axe.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have like a magical means of examining it, right?
I do. I have magic awareness. I have one more per long rest, too. So
Okay.
Let this guy go.
Can you tell me what this does one more time?
yeah, no problem. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. You do sense magic coming from this axe, and it is enchantment.
Ooh.
So, never mind.
Just sitting there and kind of observing it. It's a pretty beautiful axe. Pretty simple, but the blade is really interesting. The glass is like so shiny that it's not like see-through anymore. It's almost reflective.
Oh.
Is it one or two handed?
It's like a
Sexy.
mirror.
Daedric, as you're examining it, you can tell that it's a heavy two-handed weapon, but Isaac was using it with one hand
A couple times?
a couple times.
Hmm.
When
Do
he
you
used it
think
with
that
one hand, he got
that's-
a reach.
I would say, do we think that's does it look like
Classifiably, is it a great axe or a war axe? Battle axe, that is.
What's the
two
difference?
pointy
Does
bits
it
or
roll?
one?
Does it roll a D8 or does it roll a D12?
It's a D12.
Okay, it's a great axe.
because I would say because like we saw him use it with one hand, but he was a big freaky demon
Right.
man. That's what I was trying to get. I was
Yes.
like, does it seem like any normal,
No,
reasonable
No,
barbarian would
Daedric,
be
you
wielding
probably
this
would
with
have
one
to do this with two hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
1d12 slashing.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
It's heavy. It's two-handed, so it's very heavy to hold. It's pretty beat up and scratched. It seems like really well made. Like probably Pearson made it or the guy before him.
Sure.
The glass is really, really well kept. Like that is beautiful. The handle is really chipped and scratched. You do notice that the handle, what makes it so heavy is that it's not metal, it's stone.
That's sick.
I was gonna,
Man, if you got some momentum going with that thing,
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you don't attune to it, that's all you know.
If I attune to it, that's all I know.
If you don't attune to it right now, that's all you know. But if you're trying to sit here and attune to it,
That's what I was trying to do.
okay.
Say how many slots you got. Like, open.
So it's a +0, so no plus ones or anything. As you attune to it and sit there, it takes about an hour to attune, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of this focusing, you feel this like heat in your belly. And as you sit there, you maybe think it's like indigestion or something, but it just keeps getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And suddenly, not explosive diarrhea, the axe gets so warm in your hand, and you pull your hand away, and there's a flame in your hand. and you now can cast the cantrip Create Flame at will.
He just fucking stole your bit.
So cool. That's cool.
Consider your whole bit done.
Is that create bonfire or what spell is that?
Yes.
Or produce flame.
Produce flame.
Produce
Sorry,
flame.
not produce flame.
It's a good one.
Just fucking gave him that fucking lighter. Fuck this. It's a fucking cool thing. The same fucking day. I get one.
That's all you get from this though. So.
Awesome.
And I did not make an item.
know.
I did not make an item card for that. So if you need that information, I'll let you know.
If you could just message it to me on Discord or something, and
Yeah.
I'll fill it out on D&D.
Yeah, I'll get to it in a second.
I love that.
That's so fucking sick. That is very sick.
So standard grade X gives you access to produce flame cantrip.
Is it a produce flame just at like its base level, or does it scale?
Just a cantrip.
Just a cantrip. Okay. Because
He doesn't have that ability.
That's not how cantrips work in 5e.
well, it is.
What are you thinking?
Because a cantrip will read at 5th level, it'll do 2d8 because it does a d8 of damage, but at 5th level you can do 2d8. At 11th level it does 3, and at 17th it does.
From what you're feeling, Daedric, it's just a whatever the
first
cantrip
level.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Okay. That's fair.
The festival?
That's fine. We can do it.
I was just curious.
It's based on character level, is what I'm saying. In 5e, there's just character level. If you are a 5th level character throwing a cantrip, you are just casting a cantrip, and you are 5th level, so therefore it does 2d8.
All right.
That's true.
Yeah, sure.
Which
That's
is-
why I was asking.
Maybe not this weapon. This weapon might not give you full access to it.
Yeah, it's just the first base level.
Right on.
No problem.
You maybe would need to sit with it more, and work with it,
You could work with a known
Make your indigestion a little worse.
or a
It
pyromancer.
scales with indigestion. If you're at level
Yeah.
if you're at level 17 indigestion, you get that 4 hit time.
It should be really cool to start throwing fire around, and Kane's like, "Oh, you should try this."
Okay,
Yeah.
It'll become lactose intolerant.
so you guys,
Jesus fucking Christ.
so you sit there for an hour or so. You focus on this axe. You seem to become attuned to it. Did you want to do anything while sitting there?
Oh, I want to carve a small rune of protection in the back of Irina's armor.
Okay.
Not in the metal. I think I will
Okay.
like
the leather, maybe.
I'm gonna work on like my stitching work to get ready to work on the Vind rune a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll just take a little piece of. I'll take a little piece of that blue cloth that I bought, that blue silk, and I'll just start like stitching into it, and do a protection rune, and then see if I can't like affix it somehow, sew it, or just affix it, tie it off somewhere in the back of the armor.
Got it. Okay, so you can do so. About an hour and a half into your shift. Don't really hear anything else, especially from the from the church. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. But you do hear, just from in the room, your window opens.
I look over the window.
Does this happen during my shift?
You and Fjell, yep.
Okay. I'll put the axe back in the bag, and I'll grab the sword and I'll walk toward.
You'll walk towards the window?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, how big is the bubble? Like 10 feet?
10 feet.
Oh, fuck, I don't have that. Let me check the
As
inside of the
Daedric
church.
begins to stand up, can I just put a hand up?
Yeah.
As I'm just sitting on the ground next to the armor, staring up at the window.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you would have to leave. You'd have to leave the bubble. You're within 5 feet of it, but you'd have to leave the bubble to get to the window. Not that you can't go back in because that's how it works, but Just so you
Can
know.
I see out the window from inside?
Make a perception check.
As he's making that perception check, Fiel will just say very quietly under his breath, "Just watch."
Dirty 20.
Okay. Let me check something. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. There's nothing standing out there or anything that you can see.
Did I see any cats?
No cats.
Daedric, your senses.
I don't have
Shit. Alrighty. Fiel's gonna blink a little bit, and his eyes are gonna flash, and then like let over in that blue, and it'll be his 120 feet of magical dark vision from his rune, as he's just gonna slowly lean over.
You just see. It's just dark vision.
It's it's 120 feet of magical dark vision.
Which is what's the difference between magical dark vision and regular dark
It
vision?
can see through magical darkness.
Through magical darkness?
Yes.
What other magical things can it see through?
It can't see invisibility if that's what you're asking. It's magical dark vision.
Okay.
It doesn't see through illusions. It doesn't see invisibility. It doesn't provide like some blind sense or anything like that. It is just if there's darkness, like the lights are off,
Sure,
it can see through it. But if there is quite literally
Magical
dispelled
darkness,
darkness,
yeah.
it can see through that as well.
You don't see anything?
No, it does not counteract it. It's not like it
Sure.
breaks it.
You do not see anything out of the ordinary.
No, not for you. You don't eat it.
But the window just opened by itself.
There's like 2 shutters, and one of them just.
Let's see. I'm gonna look back at Daedric and make eye contact.
After about 30 seconds, the other shutter opens. Same window.
I turn and I throw a dice show through the window that just opened.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh, I really hope
Roll
it's
at
not.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
They'll be okay. They'll be okay. They're fine. They're buddies.
Alright. That's pretty fucking epic. Hold on. It is. I rolled a 19 and a 16. Give me a second.
Yeah.
19 and a 16. 19 and a 16. Where's my dice show modifier? Cole, is a thrown weapon...
Yep.
Strength?
Yep.
Okay. So plus 7. So 23.
Okay, and it's like a throwing star?
It's like a thrown
It's like
dagger.
a small.
Oh, okay.
It's a small katana, a mini katana, as a dice show.
Okay.
A very mini katana.
A very
it
mini.
is a dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are still in the bubble?
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw it, and you see it stop midair.
Show yourself.
Suddenly,
Oh.
you see these dark, tendrily shadows around a figure sitting nonchalantly in the window. She is tall and pale, and she grabs it out of her shoulder. Now, that wasn't very nice. Flicks it to the ground.
There is snooping around.
She kicks her legs over the window and steps in. And dusts her very elegant and fancy dress off.
I was hoping that Daishu would scare off the groundskeeper. Perhaps a wolf getting a bit too close to my window. But a thief, or perhaps worse, making their way in. With magics of the cloud. Who are you?
Certainly no thief. Not like you.
Now, what's going on? Who's there?
Oh, are you all waking up now?
Guys, it feels way too early. Not voluntarily.
Hmm.
Who's this? Did you invite? I mean, no judgment, but we are all in a 10-foot dome. You couldn't have done this somewhere else.
I want to whisper to Angelo and just say, "Don't leave the bubble."
Oh, actually, if I bubble, it goes down, so no, I'm not going to leave the bubble.
I'm gonna step between and just sort of like crouch between Irina and whoever this is to sort of cover with my tiny body as much as I can.
I'm standing as close to them while being in the bubble as I can.
My name is Fialopir of the Genyotin. What is yours?
Oh, that's really sweet. Yoo-hoo!
Lightbender,
Irina, dear.
answer the question.
You're interrupting me now. That's not very nice. Why don't you come here? Come walk with me for a second. She's going, you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please, as a little bit of dark shadow flicks from her fingers.
I think so.
I don't think spell effects can go inside of the bubble, actually.
Check the.
Oh,
Tiny
you're right.
bubble.
I forgot you're in the bubble.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
I think they can.
I think they can.
Look at it.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Yeah, you can't cast them in or out.
Okay.
So I guess.
Okay,
she would've
okay.
known.
She probably would have.
Not that I know who would have. But I fucking felt scary as shit.
She'll still do that, and the magic will bounce right off the bubble. She has her hand extended.
Angelo will stick out his tongue.
So I'm looking for a picture.
I'm sorry. What's going on? Excuse me, I'm a little bit,
Did Irina wake when she said her name?
Seems to be asleep.
a little bit groggy.
We have found a friend. Not of ours, but of his.
His? Who? The Burgomaster?
You can say his name. I will not.
She just stands there. She puts her hand down and just kind of stares at you guys.
How do you know Irina here?
She doesn't respond to you.
If you've come for the girl, you will leave disappointed.
Will I?
I assure it.
What makes you think so?
This bubble will last until morning.
Oh, that's easy. She counterspells it away.
Spell magic.
That's fine. Your
Does
bubble's
it go
gone.
away?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I want to go into a rage.
Okay.
And I want to pull out the great axe.
Okay, are you getting ready to fight?
Yeah.
We need to roll
I'm
initiative.
not going to approach. I'm not.
If you're raging and getting ready to fight, we're rolling initiative.
We did not heal at all.
Alright.
I mean, if you want us in initiative order, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll initiative. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to
Alright,
fight,
alright.
but if you went into a rage,
Yeah, if we're going in, so you can still take action.
you don't have to.
without
Yeah, you don't have to fight, but you. Yeah. If you're taking out
Alright.
the axe,
Alright. You're right.
and she just looks at you and goes, "Not very nice."
How's everybody feeling?
To you, Diedrich.
How's everybody feeling? Anybody got any? You're up all the way?
Wasn't touched by the guy.
I made a custom item for this axe,
Oh, cool.
but it's not showing up.
Sometimes homebrew items in D&D Beyond take a little time to synchronize. I had a similar issue.
Get him.
Well, that's yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah.
I know.
You're
He was
cool,
lying
you're
to you
cool.
first.
We can
Get
just
over
wait.
it.
We can just wait a
I'm
second.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
He was when Declan was the one on the couch.
I
And
know.
Mary was on the floorboard.
Drake be like, I'm a poop, and I'm like,
Stop.
yeah.
Just stop.
Hey, bro. Okay, I think we've got an intermission.
Yeah, just wait 1 second.
Fiel, how you feeling?
Alright.
Angelo, how you feeling?
I'm decent enough.
Dedrick.
Don't ask.
Okay, great.
Well, question: could we have gotten a short rest in?
Dedrick and Fiel, how long is a short rest? An hour?
Yeah.
So everyone
But
else
you
go
were attuning and you were working. You probably could have, but you can't when you attune.
No.
Oh, you can?
It's
Yeah,
part of a
you and
short
Dedrick
rest.
probably would have.
Not, you can either. I don't think you get the benefits
Cool.
of shortest if you're attuning.
Yeah, I think you do.
I'll use all 3 of my remaining hit dice just to be safe.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you can use hit dice during rests?
We'll say we'll say
I thought they
you
were a long
were.
rest. Only.
We'll say you guys.
If
Short
that's
rest.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't actually
Okay.
know how that ruling works. Like, if we're like, oh, we'll sit down for a long rest, and then the long rest gets interrupted after like 4 hours, and it's like, well, could we have used hit dice like retroactively because it technically would have constituted
Yeah, whatever.
a
Let's
short
just
rest?
say yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty good. 10
Well, I rolled like dog on that healing, so
plus.
How do you see? Can you just pull my thing?
I'm not
Maybe because my thing will show me.
great.
I don't know which one to do, so
Merritt, do you have your initiative?
10.
I'm
Kane.
scared.
Also 10.
Angelo.
Oh, sorry, for initiative, correct?
Yep.
That's going to be a 15.
Fiel.
18.
Dedrick.
Oh shit! What did I? Hold on, let me reroll because I don't remember. Ooh, 4.
It's just to be
Okay.
straight.
Let's do 10 plus your con.
I love it.
No, that's it.
She used that spell. Okay. And that spell.
I have to go back and.
No.
I know I used that. And I know I used that. Oh wait, is any of this short rest?
4 plus 2 is 6.
So Dedrick, you go into a rage
Yep.
and you grip the axe with both hands, and she looks at you and says,
Real quick, what happens when you go into a rage?
"Yeah."
Ooh, that's important.
God.
Please be the black tendrils, black tendrils, black tendrils. Come on, fuck us all over.
On. Ooh, okay. So, the bubble, and then Dedrick goes, and then 30 feet away, behind the lady, pops back into existence behind her.
Personnel, kid.
Okay. So you're outside?
Yes, the room's only
no.
so big.
I said up to 30 feet. I meant
Oh, just on the
up to
other.
30 feet behind her.
See, it's just at the end
Up
of
to
the other
30
room, I
feet or
guess.
until I'm behind.
Shh. Okay.
Is it a place of your
Or is
choosing?
her back against the wall?
She's pretty much up against the window still.
Is she?
Alright, well then I'll just teleport, like, up next to her.
Okay. Okay. As you
And
do
then
that,
it says, until my rage ends, I can use this effect again on each of my turns as a bonus action.
That's
Oh
fucking cool.
God.
okay.
Damn.
We'll start initiative. We'll start the initiative order there, and she actually rolled the highest. So she's going to. She's actually going to reach out and stroke your face, Dedrick, and say, "Now that was cute," and she's gonna vanish.
She's gonna vanish?
Mhm.
You disappear.
Shadows consume her, and she's gone.
I don't suppose I would.
I'm
have-
gonna look
I
behind
would
me.
have a reaction, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Damn, I was gonna say, are we still in initiative order?
We can be, yeah.
Then it's not my turn.
And that's all she does. Fiel, it would be your turn.
Actually, real quick, retroactively, when I disappear, it goes.
What? I can do that more than once. Oh my god. Okay. Hold
Yeah, it's if it was released in Tasha's, it's probably a number equal to your proficiency bonus.
It is.
That sounds right.
Because they fucking loved that in Tasha's.
Yeah, they
So
did.
I take one step over, and as I do, take one step over to Irina, and as I do, I'm practically there as I grow in size, and I just use my massive giant form to block Irina, and I protrude my axe, and I throw my shoulder down, and my shoulder plate slides down into a shield form, and I just kind of slam it and go into like a phalanx watch, and I'm going to take the
prepare action?
Dodge reaction.
Oh, the dodge action?
Yeah,
Okay.
dodge action. And I'm going to sit there and just kind of block Irina with my massive
Okay.
giant form.
All right. After your turn is Angelo.
Angelo is going to kind of spread his legs a little bit into like a combat stance, slam his staff in the ground, and cast Armor of Agathis, giving me 15 temp HP.
Nice.
Good call.
And I don't know if this would be an action. If so, forget it. But he will remain vigilant and listen specifically for the sound of steps. Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you don't hear anything.
Okay. Cool. And that should have my turn.
Kane or Merritt?
Okay, can I've studied a fair bit of magic in my life. Can I try and guess whether or not she turned invisible or teleported?
Make an
just based
Arcana
on
check.
the somatic
Uh-huh.
components
Make
and
an Arcana
such?
check.
Not the worst roll. I don't remember what my... You know what? I'm going to re-roll it. I have 4 inspiration points right now. Okay, that's better.
Oh, did I get one for doing the...
Oh, and
Yeah,
whenever Angelo uses Armor of Agathis as opposed to like a frosty kind of look, it looks like tiny little crystals have begun to like line and close.
Cool.
19.
That's sick.
Okay, with a 19, you notice that it looked very different than the spell that maybe Victor was casting, which you know was invisibility.
Okay.
You don't think that it was invisibility
Okay.
from what you know.
Okay.
Seemed to maybe be some kind of teleport.
Okay.
Teleport.
Did I gather that with an action?
Yes.
Sure. It's just up to you.
I don't know.
Take an action, bonus action,
Sure,
free action.
Investigation is an action.
It's up to you.
That's investigate. You investigated and
Sure.
it was.
Sure.
So that's
Yeah.
an action.
There you go.
Then I will back up and I will shout a quick healing word at Daedric.
Okay.
And I will say, because I think he's the only one that's really hurt.
No,
But
not
I
anymore.
don't. Oh no, we did heal. Never mind. Then I won't waste the spell. Then I'll just back up, to a corner in the room so I can see the whole room, and I'll just say, that wasn't invisibility, but that doesn't mean she's not still here. That's it. That's
Okay. Merritt?
Irina's still with us, right? I look down. She's still there.
She's still laying in the bed.
Yeah, I'm just
kind of
gonna
poker. Is she
climb.
corporeal or is this an illusion?
Well, I would say I was just gonna climb onto the bed with her and just sort of stand above her with arrow ready, but otherwise.
Okay.
What action? The dodge action? Or no, I'll hold my action for if I'll shoot an arrow if I see the thing show up again.
Okay. Daedric.
Can I look out the window to see if I see this person?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Cool. 15.
You look at the window. It's a little windy now, but you don't seem to see anybody.
I will
You can hear the wind.
teleport back over to near the rest of the party,
Okay.
and I will. That's my action, bonus action. I'll stop there.
Okay. All right. After about another 6 seconds, nothing seems to happen. If you guys would like to fall out of initiative order, we can.
I would like to summon Sparky in
Go
my
for it.
next turn, just as
Sure.
I will say, Angelo, what can you do to get that dome back up?
It'll take me about 10 minutes or so, but shouldn't take me too long. So just keep an eye on us for now. And Angelo's gonna kind of get on his knees and start doing the ritual to get the dome back up. And we'll just before he does that, take hopscotch out of his shell and just set him on his shoulder and tell him to keep an eye out.
Okay. Make a perception check for hopscotch, and then we're going to take a little break so we can take the dogs out.
Pretty good. It's gonna be, I believe. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay, composite 17.
Okay.
Rob Scott.
I will keep that in mind.
You teleported again? I thought your rage ended.
I teleported back, remember?
Oh, yes, I'll take a bunch of
The rage never ends.
Don't open the door yet.
That's my secret cap.
Mountain of crops.
That's fine.
As soon as
Should I go potty?
Dedrick gets a moment, he will realize and put the axe back in the bag and prepare a sword.
Okay.
I just really wanted to use the axe.
Shorty got the fatty, shorty got the fatty, shorty because you move.
Alright, I'm gonna people.
Jesus born. Jason Christ.
It's a guy from
Jesus
the water
Christ,
thing.
it's Jesus born. What the fuck?
Raina!
Can we come
Raina!
back
I'm
in
gonna
with the
just
editing
start
as Brian
shaking
says,
her.
what the fuck?
You start shaking her?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like, Raina!
She's like, oh. She doesn't. She
Doesn't fully
doesn't
the
really
closest-
wake up.
That's the closest to conscious we've gotten. Let me just give her a few more hours.
Oh, stab her in the foot.
Nope. Please don't.
Phil,
Please don't stab her in the foot.
what did you do when Kane wouldn't wake up?
I don't think her being awake would make any difference.
Maybe she could tell us who the fuck that was.
If she knew, would it matter?
Yes!
Why?
So we would have some idea of why they're coming for her, why she has so many fucking people who wants to steal her all the time.
Definitely an agent of the one person who's been coming after her.
We do not know that.
We don't, but we're pretty sure, right?
He's a token, we don't know that there's any correlation.
That's a fair point.
Thank you.
But,
What's my name
but-
again?
Merritt?
Close.
What?
We'll work on it.
That's exactly Merritt. Sorry I didn't say it in your weird-ass accent.
Alright. Wait. All in favor of letting her sleep?
Aye. Nothing else is gonna wake
Angela,
her up.
there are only two votes. Diedrich?
Aye.
Alright. Angelo?
She might as well.
Mimes.
I don't think so.
Are we gonna be able to sleep the rest of the night? I was asleep for like 5 minutes.
I mean, we just gotta keep having a watch out. Good job, by the way. You saw him coming. Didn't let him get in here without.
We actually didn't.
Oh well.
They
I
were
woke up
very
and they-
sneaky.
I woke up and they were throwing your die show on the floor, so I figured you saw him.
They
at some point.
approached invisible.
That's kind of hot.
Well, I was gonna say terrifying, to be honest. Because then it's the visible and invisible threats we have to worry about now.
Yeah, so she could very well still be in this room.
Well, give me a minute. Beep, 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 beep.
How far?
Doesn't that just detect
It's like
undead?
5 miles.
We have no idea if she was undead.
No, but you said she may be related to you-know-who, and if she's related to you-know-who, then she may very well be you-know-what.
Do we know if you know who is undead?
He's a vampire.
Are
Yes,
they
we do.
classifiably undead?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
dope.
They're
I
like,
Why
Why the
Kane,
fuck you think I took
Kane
this feat?
visually jots down something in a notebook.
Not even how that works.
Says, that is very cool. It makes sense now that you mention it, but I
Oh,
always
God.
just associated it with, like, zombies and shit. Vampires seem too intelligent to be classified as undead, but it
they're
totally
like,
makes
they're like
sense.
one of the main ones, yeah. They're like
Yeah.
one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they almost seem like a breed of their own kind of
Alright.
thing. Like, you have to detect undead, and then you specifically would have to detect vampires.
I
But
take a minute.
No, I think
But if you can do both, that's dope as hell.
Any of your favorite enemies, which in this is undead, are present within 5 miles. But typically, I've been trying to hone it in on one location.
Are you honing it in right now?
I'm gonna hone it in within like a good radius of the church. Not like 5 miles, but like not just the walls of the church, like outside, like the whole, like the little graveyard outside, the whole
Okay.
church area. So maybe a half a mile radius. You know, I don't know how big a church is. I don't even know how big half a mile is.
No blips on the church ground.
Alright.
She's
Assuming
that
she's
she's
vampire.
undead, then she's not currently present.
Okay. Alright,
So, I mean, we knew something like this was bound to fucking happen. So we can, like, move the group of us if we want to. If we want to try walking through the streets again. And move to, like, back to our room at Danica's. Or we can just stay here and keep a watch out and, like, reclose all of the doors. And, I mean, they'll have to come in some way, right? Unless they can just teleport back in invisibly. Then, but I mean, then wherever we go, we're fucked. There's a certain point where we just gotta, like, do what we can
Get those fucking bones back.
and keep an eye on Irina, because I don't
to
think...
get those bones back.
Right, but I don't think she didn't seem to have any care for us. Anybody else notice that?
Yeah, just Irina, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that makes our job easier. I think if we just keep a very watchful eye on Irina,
Yeah.
then the worst thing that can happen is she just comes knocking again and patronizes us.
Or takes her from under us again.
Well, no, we're not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
Or we're going to really give it our best shot.
Yeah.
At least this
We
time we
need
can say we
rest.
tried.
We need rest.
We do need
Angelo
rest.
finished the dome, and people need to get back to sleep.
Angelo, if it's going to take too much out of you, don't even bother with the dome. She literally waved her hand and dropped the dome.
Yeah, but
If I were to quantify, I would say this is practically for free as long as I take my time on it.
Okay, sweet. Then if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. I'm going back to sleep. Somebody wake me up when you want me to do a watch.
yeah, I'll do a watch on
Quick question: how old is Irina? Just approximate.
Like in our early 20s.
Pretty young. Okay.
Yeah.
After the bubble is up, Angelo's gonna say, "Just give me a moment. I really, we need to make sure she's gonna be all right." Angelo will then spend the next hour and 10 minutes casting ceremony, specifically the coming of age feature, which means for the next 24 hours, she may add a D4 and add the number rolled to ability checks.
Do I roll every time or just roll a
Give
d4?
her
Yeah,
the
you would.
bullshit
Yeah,
to the
whenever you roll an
NPC.
ability check, you would add a D4 to it.
That's so
Basically,
cool.
like a 24-hour bless.
Holy.
No concentration or anything, and she can only benefit from this once in her lifetime.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
That's really cool.
Ceremony's a really cool spell, but like there are certain things where it's like, I think my favorite one is wedding. You touch adult humanoids willing to be bonded together and married. For the next 7 days, each target gains a +2 bonus to AC while they are within 30 feet of each other. The creature can benefit from this right, again, only if widowed.
Jesus.
Ceremony's a really
No
cool
divorce!
spell.
No,
It's so
only
cool.
monogamy
No
forever.
divorce.
That's funny.
Monogamy.
For safety. Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. If anyone else is awake with Angela at this time, go ahead and make a perception check. If not, it's yours.
May I use hopscotch, have them use the help action, or can they have their own? Alright, cool. Sweet.
Either one, yeah.
Not bad. That was a natural 1 and a natural 4, so
Love
it's going
it.
to be a 9.
Okay.
Hell yeah, hopscotch.
While I'm asleep, I'll be right back.
Did you guys close the window? Okay. The window's closed. I would say you're a little more focused on your ceremony spell than the perception anyway.
That makes sense.
But for your watch, nothing weird seems to happen. No windows open. Irina maybe stirs in her sleep for a second, but other than that, nothing. And I would say your watch pretty much comes to an easy close.
Angelo spends just most of the time just playing with a spinny toy, honestly. That's just all he does now.
That's fair. But yeah, whoever wants to take the next watch.
You can wake me up.
He'll gently poke you, like, excuse me.
Okay. I'm up. Is this the third watch? Okay. Then I will spend my watch, and yeah, I'll pay attention, and then I guess we'll see what happens after.
Yep, go ahead.
Hold on, 8. So I think 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, similarly, pretty easy watch. Nothing really happens.
Then I'm just gonna spend my thing, writing in my notebook all this little to-do list, everything we have to do, and try and piece together Do I have any? Because in the moment I didn't really think to ask about this, but do I have any knowledge? Does it trigger anything about what do I know about like silver dragons from like Fiona said like the Order of the Silver Dragon?
Make
Just like my dragon knowledge, like about literally the type of dragon, or like if I know of any cults surrounding a silver dragon or anything like that.
Depending on what you want to know, make a history or a nature check.
I'd be more interested in the dragons themselves.
Okay, so nature.
Come on, dragon. 8.
You know silver dragons are typically good aligned, like
Okay.
not evil. You think they maybe have hordes?
Mm-hmm.
You just know the pretty standard stuff about maybe a silver dragon.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sketch and write about dragons with hearts in it in my journal.
Silver dragons are very cool.
I'll write very cool.
Okay. Yep,
But I
I'd
did
say
my watch.
pretty easy. Okay.
Is there a fourth watch? Is that how that works for every 2-hour shifts? Is it 3?
Like fuzzy math.
Okay, I'll stay up until.
I'd say. Oh, I was gonna have us do a fourth.
Okay.
If you want a fourth?
Yeah, just yeah.
Kane, your turn, mate.
As you guys are switching over, the sun is starting to come up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine. Fauna. Practice that accent.
And you hear maybe a couple feet shuffling around the church.
Quietly practice getting character. Good. Good night.
All right.
Well, good morning.
All right.
That's
I rolled an 11, I think.
Okay. You hear.
I just gotta double check that number. Hold on. I rolled a 12, actually. I have very good perception.
Okay. Throughout your hour and a half, 2-hour shift, you hear a couple more people come in, really quiet shuffling of feet into the church chamber. And through the wall you hear a little bit of what you would assume to be a church ceremony, a little bit of praying, a little bit of singing. Not very long, maybe about half an hour. And then people start to leave again. And that's pretty early into your shift. So after that, you maybe hear some sweeping right outside your door. And like a broom. And then it walks away. You see Yeska with the broom down the hallway.
Get up.
Oh, hello.
Hi, it's early.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just waking up. I like to watch the sunrise.
Oh, yeah. You didn't come to the ceremony, the church?
No, we were up,
I was sweeping, so...
We were up really late. We had a lot of work to do.
Oh.
They're all tuckered out.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you. Go back to your sweeping.
Well, it's okay. Father Lucian said I could stop.
Oh, okay.
He didn't really say that, but I think it's okay.
Okay. I mean, you're probably right.
Do you want to come play with me?
Well, I got a lot of stuff to do, buddy. Maybe after the festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna go?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Okay.
It's our first one. I've never been to a festival.
Ooh, it's really...
I bet you've been to lots of festivals.
Yeah, it's really something. So.
Alright.
But it will be cool to see you there.
Yeah.
I could bring a kitty or something. I don't know.
Don't.
It'd be funny.
Okay.
I did kitty.
Yeah. Do that.
He's like looking at you.
Yeah, you do that.
Like, okay, I should bring one?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I tell? I won't tell Father.
No, don't tell anybody.
I won't tell him.
Bring the cat. Bring the
I'll
loudest,
bring him.
most obnoxious
Stinker.
cat you have. Stinker.
He's good.
The biggest stinker that you've got.
Okay. I'll bring him.
Just let him run around everywhere.
Then he'll run away. I put him in a bag.
Okay. Put a leash on him. And walk around.
I have scarf maybe.
That'll work.
Okay.
Oh my god. Just like cut a hole.
Oh, he's like looking up the. Okay, let me go get him, and I will see you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, see you, bud.
Okay.
Just
And
talk
he
like
just
that
is like-
for the rest of your life now.
Yeah.
This is how this is going to be from now on.
He's just like,
What do you got there?
We meet
Big old bobcat!
We meet Strahd, and he's like, actually,
it's Yeska.
Yes, guys, wrong. Actually,
And you hear him.
I'm gonna turn around and see if Irina's still there.
Yes.
Say good job.
She's still there.
I took my eyes off you for 2 seconds and I was worried the whole time.
She's there.
Sparky, do you see anything out there? And I'm gonna let Sparky fly around outside.
Make a perception check for Sparky, please.
Really good. I share my perception, so 23.
Okay. Can you talk to him?
In a way, Sparky can communicate with me. It's more of like, by the book, it's like a primordial spirit that's an extension of your will, much like a familiar is, but I play it much more like Caleb does his familiar, and then it's an actual existing entity of its own right. So, yeah, we can communicate. It's the one of the reasons I speak primordial, is it doesn't give it a language that it can speak, it just says that you can understand it.
Yeah,
I choose to believe it speaks primordial.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
You sense no danger. He maybe tells you, however he does, that there are people gathering.
Yeah.
People are all
I always
walking in one
imagine
direction.
that, like, languages that are spoken by, like, elementals
Oh.
like...
Sorry.
The main act of the show.
Yeah.
I always imagine that they aren't like, it's not really like a... It would be weird to try and, like, translate it to English or something. Like, it wouldn't actually be, like, a really spoken language as much as it would be just, like, an understood crackling of fire. Like...
And from what he does, you understand that there's no danger and that maybe some people are all walking in the same direction and gathering.
Alright, dope.
Ah!
I'll just let him chill out.
That was a raven, not Sparky.
What does that mean? It means either there's
I don't know
a
what
lot
Sparky
of
would
people
do.
gathering, or there's a large feast. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, that's it. And I'll just sit around and wait, and I'll watch the sunrise, and
Easy shift. Nothing really happens.
I'll sing. Do 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 do
Yeah, we're gonna get copyright striked.
Like a song.
Not if I sing it.
1700s.
Yes,
Not if
if you
I
sing
sing
it. Yes, if you sing
No,
it.
not if I do
No,
that.
it's fine.
Yogscast didn't get copyright striked.
I have seen people get
It
copyright striked.
probably did.
You can if it's close enough to the
If it's close
original.
enough, but that was fine. But either way, everybody wakes up. I don't know. Do they?
Woo!
We're able to copyright strike when I was singing Foreigner.
Wasn't good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, your
I
watch
think
comes
it's
to an
under
end.
15 seconds.
Okay. So we have a festival to attend and some bones to find.
Marina, wakey, hello.
You hit her?
No, I'm clapping.
Okay. I was like, Jesus.
I hope the bones weren't back to bone grinder.
Irina.
What'd you say?
It's time for school.
I said I hope the bones weren't brought to bone grinder.
Oh shit. Not school. No.
Time for school.
She.
Angelo will use a prestidigitation and make the smell of a delicious breakfast envelop her.
Oh, that's very nice. She was laying there and she. Oh God. And she sits up.
Hey.
Marina,
The
baby.
land of living.
And she starts to freak out.
Okay,
Whoa.
You remember us, right?
Ugh.
In a wacky few days.
You were
love.
supposed to meet us in the end.
Yeah, everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, longer.
Where am I?
Back at the church
Did we get along there?
in Valaki.
You got a long rest.
It's okay.
Where's
The big guy.
She
Well,
nods.
which part of him?
You want to see?
Because there is one part of him in that bag, and the rest of him is totally gone. Oh no. I don't know how to deal with
Yeah,
this.
you
I really don't know how to.
Marina, baby, what happened? Well, kind of.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? I hired protectors,
Yeah.
and when they sent me away, and I thought I was safe, a man snatched me up and
Yeah.
kept me in his creepy little doll room
Yes.
and changed my clothes.
Oh, that's weird.
Where's my armor? Do you have my armor?
It's laying right there.
Oh, she sees it and starts to really frantically and shakily put it on
Yeah.
over the nightgown she's wearing.
Sure. Yeah, that's all. From your perspective, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
What
God.
happened? But good news,
Oh.
we avenged you, and we're terribly sorry, and we're gonna really try our fucking best. This is actually our first time being security detail,
Oh.
so we don't know the
Right.
parameters of the 24/7 bit.
Okay.
And I can
Yeah,
pledge
we were-
for all of us that we're gonna literally
I just want to
someone's
know.
gonna have
I
two
just,
sets of eyes on you at all times.
Yeah,
I just want to
literally-
know if I'm gonna be safe here.
Yeah, literally
that's
the
impossible to know,
the
but-
day we got here, we were pretty much under the assumption that Valaki would be like a safe city, and that is not the case.
No, terrible
Right.
people here.
It's more so now.
She
A
like
little.
slumps back into the bed.
Would you say that Ezek would have been someone better off dead?
Yeah.
Great news.
Bingo.
Huge news for us.
But I'm safe from him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
He is.
He's
She like
glad that
wipes
he's
her
better
brow
off
a
dead
little
because
bit.
he is in fact.
I don't want to see.
Also,
Proof,
if
I
anyone
just-
ever asks, we had nothing. No, he's somewhere. We had nothing to do with it.
What? You killed him though?
Yeah, but in a discreet way that no one knows we did.
She like looks around at everybody and.
I am his ex.
Oh,
And his
okay.
head. But
No, I did. I
when-
don't.
No, we won't show you that. Just wanted if you needed proof that he
No,
was in fact
don't.
okay.
I don't.
Great. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right, but you're not safe still. We
Right.
had a visitor last night.
Love that.
A
Right.
female figure approached the window while invisible. I have something to assume that it has something to do with your previous consorts.
What does she look like?
Briefly describe her.
I bet you cool.
It was hard to see,
Long
but you
black-
would have
long black
hair.
pale skin,
pale skin, fancy
Pale.
dress.
fancy dressed, holding a wine glass.
No, she wasn't.
sarky.
Smoking a cigar.
Was she not only wine glass, or did I just project that?
Oh,
Gonna get you a gym.
Huge.
Pull up that
she
picture.
was in the picture, but
That's
not
the
in the.
There you go. She
Not
looked
in
like
the
this.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Um,
20.
there are bones that are supposed to hallow this church.
Okay.
They have
I
been
assume
stolen.
that you're right. Of course. I look.
Yeah, but you
You're lucky.
knew that, right? The priest told us that when we got
She
here.
wasn't part of that conversation.
Never
She
mind.
You
went
were
to the
gone
room.
by then.
All I knew is that I wasn't safe. I wasn't.
Right. That's why we sent you to the inn. Because he was
Yeah.
like, oh, the
Good lot that did me.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Better than staying here though, apparently, which is
It
Sort of,
wasn't.
well, for
Didn't have a
invisible
lot of fun.
people. All right, we cannot focus on the past. I really want to unpack.
That was
this
her,
one.
by the way. Him, it. That was her.
The
I'm
like
sure.
the
I'm sure.
you fucking stabbed him.
You
Them,
you
her?
stabbed her?
I threw a blade at an open window.
Great.
It found their chest.
Great.
It was this close.
Great.
You were. It's actually mighty brave of you.
So
now
we
that
are
know.
dead. We're fucked. We are dead.
Well,
She controls the land. She's the king.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the festival. I don't
Well,
know.
we're going to the festival. Fun thing. So you cannot leave our side, but we've got several long
Sure,
cons
if I'm going down, I guess.
currently. Current con is that, well, actually, sort of the truth. This year is a foreigner. A
You're wrong.
magical, fiery foreigner.
Okay.
And he is going to be someone who, like, does some presentation that he will improvise on the spot, which he's phenomenal at.
Keep going, you're doing great.
And in the middle of the festival. And because of that, we have to be there, but we know nothing about any disappearings other than yours, and we found you again, and we have nothing to do with anyone else.
You know what I just
And it's
thought
going to be a
about?
very normal festival
You know
where
what I
we do
just thought
very
about?
normal things.
Easy. Maybe you shouldn't go to. Maybe you should go to the festival, or maybe you should. Maybe you should.
My name is Irina.
What?
Irina?
Yeah.
Said Isaac.
Well, no, because I was thinking, Isaac had her likeness all over his room in the form of strange dolls.
It's been there forever. Blinsky says he's been getting them for months. Same girl. Doesn't fucking matter. Irina can't. We all
But
have
that
to go,
girl
and
shows
Irina
up to the
can't.
festival the day after his death.
She's been in town. She's been seen. The priest news we gave here days ago.
Yeah, the priest knows.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. She's just one of a dozen. Like I said, this is gonna be a very low key festival. That's what we have
Can
to
you
go.
disguise me?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
It seems weird though.
Can I throw a cloak over you? Of course.
Because I think the only time, if I had to guess, this is probably the first time many people have stepped foot into that room, given how fucking weird it was.
okay.
And so the first time they step into the room, they find him dead with her doll form all over the room, and then she shows up at the festival. The first time any of them
Oh, so
see
now
her.
we're back to not going to the festival.
No, just her.
No,
or
we can't
disguise her.
do that. We have to stay with her, and we have to go to the festival.
All right, then we'll disguise her.
How can you do that?
I'm sure we can think of something.
Angelo, Deidre, you got any disguise kits?
I have my old cloak.
We can work on something.
I was thinking of something a bit more.
Maybe a little short.
I don't have anything like that, no.
Yeah.
However, Kane,
Actually-
if you're presenting, I can ritual cast PowerPoint. It
Nope,
might
don't
be
have that
very
yet.
practical for this kind.
Soon, I think I'll be able to help with this situation, but not yet. Unfortunately. So,
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you don't have
and I'm
feed.
just working on disguises.
Well, this will be great practice for you then.
What's-
Get to it.
Yeah, what's the plan? Is the festival today?
Yes.
Yeah, like right
It's
now.
at, like,
we gotta go.
now
actually.
o'clock.
We're
See this
probably
nice dress I
late.
got.
Okay.
So,
But we're
you don't
going
have to do
for
anything. You're gonna chill with me, we're gonna hang, we're gonna vibe. We're just simply the entourage for the weirdo. The weirdo is gonna be doing all the hard, heavy lifting. Give her a taste.
As per usual.
Give her a taste.
I don't. It's really
No,
okay.
come on, do it. Prove that you can do it.
It's really
I will not.
Are you
okay.
practicing?
I was not.
Do it great. Another failed. This is gonna be what a day.
If you
What a day
I'm
this
telling
is gonna be.
I'm telling you, if I even came close to practicing anything that I do, it would entirely ruin it.
Oh.
The point of it is to be sporadic, is to be keep them off their guard. They can't know what's going on if I don't know what's going on.
Diedrich, are you gonna keep the axe away today, or are you gonna?
Yes.
Probably.
I'm not gonna pull it out after the man's death.
Also,
At what point are we gonna try and find Fiona? At the end of the day?
Who?
I imagine we won't
Yeah.
have to try very
Yeah, who?
long.
Oh, sorry.
We'll go to the festival and
Who?
she'll make her presence
This
known.
side's Diedrich's
Fiona walked in. Fiona walked
Okay,
in. She was asking who.
Right.
right.
I've heard of the Walkers, I think.
Cool.
I
You
don't
gotta
know much
find her at
about
some
them.
point.
We have two. She's a not really a public official, but has an interest in
Right.
politics.
Yeah.
She gave us
That's
the
what I've heard.
information we needed to find you.
Yes, that is the most important thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should thank her.
Yeah, we will, and we will get paid by her.
Okay.
She paid us to.
End
find
of the
you,
day,
basically.
again another secret. Another secret. Lots of secrets.
To Irina.
No, I'm sorry. We have to tell other
Oh,
people.
I understand. Never mind. I thought you were mad at me
No,
for
I
spilling
will-
No,
secrets.
I'm saying.
And she does the mouth zip shut.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
As long as I don't get snatched again.
Yeah, we are gonna.
Yeah, really gonna try on that one.
Yeah.
Not a good track record for us.
Great.
Great. So to a festival.
Sure.
Someone's giving a cloak to Rena.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I have this really fancy coat, and I take my coat that I bought, and I give it to her.
She
Say,
tries
just, like, throw this
to
on.
slide it over her armor and it gets stuck like halfway.
Fine. Just tear it up.
Tear it?
If you need to.
Should I?
You want me to? You
Hold
want
on,
me to,
Diedrich.
have
You
this
look like a.
thing-
You have a okay.
And it rips down the back.
Sweet. Now it's cool.
Pushes
Doesn't
it
draw
up.
any attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really
Doesn't matter if it draws attention. It just needs to not look like her.
okay. Should
You can like tousle your hair up, maybe like put some dirt on your face or something. I don't know, make you look different.
I don't think that would help.
let's just town square?
You have any makeup?
No.
I don't know.
Do you have any
Do
makeup?
you have any makeup? How do you keep the gray complexion going?
Is that
I
room just a
don't-
pigment?
I
How do you
I think
think
he's
you
just
drew it on
old.
every day?
There would have been a great rebuttal there for you to say, "Oh, how do you keep the yellow?" But never mind.
There's a lot going on.
Racist, la la la.
Yeah. Okay.
I've only ever seen humans in my life.
Has anyone got any other
I may be a
questions?
vampire.
Angelo, Diedrich?
I don't think.
Let's go see what happens
No,
when we walk into this
I will
festival.
stay next to her and protect her.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Because there's no amount of planning that is going to affect what is going
No,
to
you're absolutely
inevitably
right.
change once we walk into this
You're
place.
absolutely right.
All right,
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
to the festival.
What was his name?
What was my name?
Yeah.
Literally didn't
no.
give a name.
Oh, you just squawked.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
And
I
she
thought
went,
you did.
"Oh, a foreigner."
Yes. Okay, I thought. Okay.
Okay. Are we going to the festival?
Basketball!
Because I have this fantastic, wonderful background feature.
Okay, you guys walk out the doors, and you see Father Lucian and Yeska putting on a little fine little coat.
He's gonna have the cat.
He's got a bag on his shoulder,
Jesus Christ!
and you see him like hold on to it. And Father Lucian is like, "Yeska, please," and he's like, "Sorry." He's like walking like
The
this.
wimp cat in there.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
idea.
You just hear it go. Shh, shh, it's okay.
It's okay.
And they walk a little bit ahead of you, but you can catch up with them if you want.
You want to get him? Good job.
I would like to say, I would like to stay disassociated from any group.
All right.
Okay, bye. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, it's fine. They didn't like my cat noises. Okay, so you stay maybe, I don't know, let them walk for a couple minutes and then you
Stand
go.
upright. I'm gonna put my hands behind my back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start walking like I did through the mansion the first time.
You're ice skating? What
Yeah,
is
pretty
that?
much. Pretty much. That's what I was doing.
Oh
I'm
my
gliding.
God. Okay. As you step outside, it's drizzling a little bit. And then as you get to the center of the square, where you were told the festival was being held, it starts to rain. It's raining pretty hard.
Oh.
And under these threatening skies, a parade of unhappy children dressed as flowers trudged through the muddy streets. And they're
Hi.
got really dull looking.
Hello.
They lead the way for a group of sorry-looking men and women that carry a 10-foot diameter wicker ball. And so they're kind of carrying it like with sticks and stuff. The burgomaster and his upset-looking wife stand, and she's holding just a sad bouquet of wilting flowers. They're actually following the procession on horseback. Weary spectators are watching from their stoops. There's a little bit of a crowd. The ball is borne to the town square, which there it's hoisted and hung from a 15-foot high wooden scaffold. So they start to hang it. And different townsfolk kind of come up, a couple of the kids in the flower costumes, and start like dousing it in oil. They splash it and stuff. And yeah, so it's just this wicker sun, it seems like. And the rain just starts to suddenly downpour. Pretty hard. As the burgomaster kind of clops up, he waves and he shouts, "All will be well, all will be well." And he brandishes a sputtering torch. He hops off of his horse once he gets through the crowd. Which would you guys probably be at the front of the crowd, the back of the crowd?
Yeah,
Back.
probably the front of the crowd if we're
Front. Okay, yeah. So you guys are at the front. He's trudging forward. His torch is like barely lit, like mostly smoke at this point. And he's marching pretty defiantly through the rain towards the wicker ball. And he steps up on the stoop to go to light it.
Okay, just before he does,
Mhm.
I'm going to as subtly as I can cast control flames and snuff the torch.
You want to snuff it?
Yeah.
take the garbage
Take the
out.
garbage out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
So he marches defiantly through the rain towards the wicker ball,
Such an asshole.
only to have the torch go out as he thrusts it into the sphere. And a singular laugh erupts from the crowd, drawing the burgomaster's fiery gaze, as well as gasps from the townsfolk. Oh, I'm very sorry. And And Fiona kind of parts the crowd, the crowd starts to part so they can see her. And she's holding just this stupid little parasol that is not helping her in the rain at all, but she doesn't. And he looks out, and he shouts, "Walter! You'll be arrested out of spite! Stop this at once!" She just chuckles again. No, please, go on! Please light your sphere! Go ahead! Go ahead! What, your little friends can't help you? And she starts to point at you guys.
Ah!
And if nothing else happens, he like looks down and looks at you guys.
He was like, I've heard tell of a captain who can throw flames. I've heard tell of a captain who can throw flame.
The burgomaster looks at you and stares at you.
Why not call your best soldier to light it? I was hoping to see the Isaac the Flame-Armed.
Flame-armed. Okay, hold.
Ah! I add to this as kind of trying to sound as close to him saying, yeah, as I can.
He just... And Fiona goes, "Oh yes, go on! Who is that, Isaac? Yes, call him forward!" And she steps forward up to you guys. And waits.
Ah! I take an awkwardly large step away from her.
Okay. The burgomaster just... There's gasps. What's going on? What's going on? You know, whispering in the audience. And,
If it is ild you require, we can provide.
Is that fire? The burgomaster says. To light the blazing sun? And you hear like a couple claps from the crowd. All will be well! Ah! These fine adventurers will come light the sphere! Oh yes, are you going to do it?
A choice.
Do you have his head? I could take it. Could I take it?
I grab.
She doesn't say that.
I grab Phil by the arm and walk him up towards the front of the stage with me.
Okay.
And I look at him and I go, Translator!
Pee.
People of Valaki!
People of Duloc! I give you our champion! Okay.
I come to you today from faraway lands. I have traveled far. It has been grueling. It has been hard. As the rain has fallen, and yet the sun has shined again. But today, I have been asked now to light this sun into existence. And the one thing that I can tell you about the Burgomaster and Fiona and this entire town and Isaac and everything else is simply kind of weird. And that is why...
Are you going to light it?
I will now make the decision if I am going to light this ball or not. And I will silently make that decision now.
What do you mean you'll silently do it?
I don't look at Fiona. What's her vibe right now?
Make an insight check.
Sweet. Insight
What's Irina doing right now?
22.
Irina's like doing this.
Yeah.
Um,
The secondhand embarrassment is off the charts.
Fiona's standing there with their arms crossed, and she's trying very hard not to crack a grin. Very hard. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder. I'm just leaning. I'm just gonna whisper, "Chaos, my friend." And I'm just gonna walk away. Reverently step down and leave him there on the pedestal.
I'm gonna turn around to the ball.
Okay.
And
The Burgomaster points to you. Be ready, people of Valaki! All is well!
well, look up at it. And what's it suspended by?
It's like you know, a hangman.
Yeah.
Like just like on a rope. Okay. But the rope is hooked to like a metal hook. What are you waiting for?
I am going to outstretch my arms like this.
Okay.
Praise the sun. Outstretch my arms like this and go. Ah! Ah! And I'm going to summon Sparky on top of the sphere in a glorious puff of flame.
Okay.
In an attempt to burn the rope away and let the thing fall to the ground.
Okay. And Sparky's just pure fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. He sits on it for a couple seconds, and you hear, oh, from the crowd as he lands and, you know, kind of looks over, and then, and there's like a stillness, and then, and it falls to the ground. It's maybe 10 feet in the air,
Okay.
so it's not crazy,
Sure.
but it bounces a little bit and cracks a bit, and there's, he goes, all will be well. We will light it from the ground. Light it.
Sparky is just standing on top of it. It is actively burning. Like, just from the top.
Oh, okay.
But...
Can you light it? Oh!
Ah!
The Festival of the Blazing Sun! And he claps.
Yeah!
And as the crowd kind of erupts in this, yay! Like everybody's drenched in rainwater now. You just hear Fiona go and snap her fingers. And suddenly, on the Burgomaster's shoulders, quickly you can see a very small red creature perched on his shoulders, and in a swift move, its tail slices his throat. And there are gasps and screams from the crowd, and the creature disappears. And he falls to his knees. And Fiona steps up. Oh. Very well done, you guys. Oh my gosh. People of Valaki!
Sparky's gonna fly down on my shoulder.
Okay. The Burgomaster is currently bleeding out onto the ground. The reign of the Burgomaster is over. Vargas Volakovich is no more, and I will be your new Burgomaster. And at this point, you see the guards run up to the, it's so hard for me to talk. They take their weapons out, they draw their weapons, and they run up to the stage, and they, maybe 10 are pointing their weapons at her. And at this point, Vargas is on the ground, and he's rolls over. And she says, No, you work for me now. And grabs a bag, and just tosses it at their feet. And the main guy, who's not Isaac, just another bigger guy, leans forward, picks it up. Sounds like money. Opens it. Ow! That hurt. And puts it on his pocket. And turns around and puts his weapon back. Puts his arms behind his back. Looks at his men and he nods. They turn around and they do the same. Very good. This is much easier than I thought. Wow. I don't need you guys anymore. Thank you. The festival's over. Everybody go home. There's just a quietness in the crowd. People slowly start to...
I'm gonna snuff the flames above my head that are still burning.
They were pretty small with the
Yeah.
rain anyway, so. Whoosh.
So, like, we still have some business, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I
We
just
can talk about that.
I just make sure you didn't forget about us.
She
like,
looks
when
at
you went
Vargas
all
and-
big.
Kicks him a little bit.
We all look up for his wife.
Oh yeah, where did his wife?
She's just standing there next to the horse like this. And she taps the one guard and like motions to Vargas, and then walks a little bit further, arms behind her back, very elegantly, taps the other guard, and like leans in and whispers something to him and points to the wife, and they walk over to her.
Could I ask?
Interested in lunch?
Yeah.
My house?
Give the wife a fair shake.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Please.
Yes, absolutely. I will not kill her like her stupid husband and like you killed her stupid son. She will be,
Did we admit to that?
not
She
to
more or
her.
less implicated.
Not to her.
She implicated that something happened. She assumed we were there.
She implied that she knew something.
We got nothing.
Whatever. No, you're very right. She is not innocent, but she is not nearly as guilty. I'll keep her alive. Very noble of you, by the way.
So if you could do that, why did you need us to
I
kill
want my money.
big brooding black axe?
We'll get to your money. He is much more powerful than anybody here, and he is not easily swayed by money.
All right, that's valid.
Simple as that.
Okay.
And you killed him, yes?
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you have his head?
I
Do you have his
thought
axe? Ooh,
I'm cheesing. I'm cheesing.
Irina turns to the side.
Yeah. you're trying
She
not to
retches.
do that.
Apologies.
Sick stomach. No worries. I will keep it. And she takes it. Anything else? She takes it and she's holding it.
Well, yeah, quite a few things, but
We can go back to my home.
Yeah, lunch would be phenomenal. Love some lunch.
yeah, we're gonna bring a +1.
Lunch would be great.
That's fine. Okay,
Cool.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Where I come from, usually parties that assist in the gaining of power can have a stake in some of the acts that they have while in power. Perhaps we could discuss that over lunch.
Absolutely, that's something I need to start doing right away so we can discuss. But I am the one in power here.
Of course.
And she smiles. And she
This
starts
is
to walk
fun.
back
This
by her
is
house.
Great. This is the best festival I've ever been to.
Me
I
too!
will gesture, and
The guards start to pick up Vargas'
I
body.
will gesture her to like lead us, and I will put a hand up to take her parasol and say, "May I?"
You may. He gives
I,
it.
I will carry her parasol for her.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
She's walking very proudly, and two guards actually follow you guys. They stay maybe 20 feet back, but they follow.
I follow behind Irina and make sure nothing happens to her.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna lean over to Irene and say,
She looks very pale.
yeah, hey babes, how you doing?
She looks at you with very dead eyes.
Yeah. Did you know him?
Did I
previous
know
burgomaster? Didn't know if it was like all burgomasters know each other kind of thing.
My father worked with him before, but the sight of...
Yeah. Did you know his kid?
No.
Okay. Again, didn't know if like you guys had ever hung out at political functions and not.
I was kept in Barovia most of my life.
Yeah.
Probably for good reason.
Yeah, it's like so.
Literally the day you left, you got abducted.
Well,
It was
Not blame that on her.
Well, I'm not blaming that on her.
Yeah, I'm not-
I wasn't trying to anyway. Sorry if it sounded
I thought
that
we
way.
were getting bones.
Yeah, that would be a
did
long-
not expect this. This is new to all. This is surprising to all of us. Like we thought she would pull something. We didn't think she'd she'd do this.
Oh.
I kind of figured she'd do this.
You guys saw this coming and you didn't say anything.
Remember when I said we're going to try and keep a low
I saw this
profile and not
coming,
involve
by the
anything,
way.
and you're like, no, we can't do anything to prepare for this. We're just going to go and see what happens.
And that's what I did.
Yes, you specifically said we can't prepare, so who's trying? Then you can't afterwards be like, you didn't prepare me.
Well, I mean, preparing me and
She
just being
just
like,
says-
oh yeah,
she just puts her hand
definitely
up.
gonna kill somebody.
She just puts her hand up and says, I'm just
Right.
not gonna talk.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably fair. Angelo, mate, you've been in town about the same time. How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm just, I'm processing.
Angelo,
I
Angelo, I love you. Nothing
didn't
phases
know.
you.
I didn't know what to expect today. I watched someone die. That's not too abnormal, ironically. But, this is a lot. This
I would say before you guys walked away, those of you with, I think you all have a high enough passive perception. You started noticing a couple people. Yeah, you started noticing a couple people in the crowds put hoods up. Once Fiona like announced her thing, they like put these very similar looking hoods up,
Similar,
like to each other, like
similar to each other.
yeah, like they're all same color.
Interesting.
And then they walked back into buildings.
D, how you feel about political unrest and upheaval? You good?
I'm waiting to get paid.
Fair.
Seems to have rested where it currently is.
We're going to get paid.
For some
You're going to.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good.
As I'm walking, Madam Walker, with her parasol, so tell me, Adam, how much of a contingency did you plan on?
What do you mean?
We didn't show up. What was your plan?
Well, I would have had to wait, just like I've been waiting. But I knew you would make me proud.
Of course. Did you say we all would notice the cloaked figures?
Yeah.
Okay. The cloaked figures in
Yes.
the crowd.
Yes.
Yours.
My book club.
That's cool.
Which
So,
were
okay,
part of,
sorry.
right?
So after we
No.
after we found
Well, maybe now you are.
after we went and found our friend last night,
Yes.
I mean, you didn't need us there, right? Our job was done, right?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Like at the festival, I didn't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
you? Well, no, I didn't, but you didn't come to my house with his head, so I wasn't quite
yeah,
sure,
we were
so I had
gonna
to go.
try. We tried to, but we got intercepted by some guards who were telling us we broke curfew. We didn't know there was a curfew.
Oh, I understand, yes. Well, the burgomaster, called the rest his soul, he did have a curfew out. I guess maybe you hadn't been aware of it.
Yeah, they said that
It was a curfew put out after his son tragically passed in a fire.
Yeah, I know. Terrible.
Very terrible.
Heard about it.
Oh, the assist.
As did I. God rest his soul. But, you said you came to my house?
Yeah, we did, and the maid stopped us at the door and said there were guards there looking for us because we broke curfew.
Oh, yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yes, I bribed them. They went away.
Oh, cool. Well, we just bolted because we didn't want to run in with
well,
the
that's
guards
very
and
fair. I
implicate
appreciate that.
you
But
any
after
further.
you killed Isaac, there was nothing to be afraid of. All of the militia here are
What I said.
pretty.
Who said it?
But
Kane
that's why I
said it.
needed you to kill him, because I couldn't kill him.
Do the job.
No, but we could at least scare them away or intimidate them or pay them or something. Run away from them.
I
Uh,
was comfortable
We
in the
ran away
church.
from them.
You guys now approach her home, and she opens the door. Or it opens
I'll
for her.
also go over to Merritt and I'll just say, thank you very much. This was very helpful. Thank you. And I'll give her back the sparker.
Oh, yeah. Is it out? Out of fluid?
It's about half full.
Okay. Alright, I'll refill it. Do you need it? Are you giving it back permanently?
You can keep it. And then I'll...
Alright.
Create flame.
What the shit? Did you get that from the festival? Festival of the Blazing Sun give you blazing sun powers?
Kane, what did you do?
I did nothing.
Kane,
except for
what
smile.
did you do?
I'm
Can
so,
I do it?
I'm so proud of my boy.
I can't do it.
She goes to the dining room and sits at the head of the table.
Well, thanks for the slider back. It's kind of fucking
I will
seems cheap.
Thank you very much for
leave her
carrying.
parasol,
It was
I
very
don't-
nice and it helped
and
me.
I will sit at the
You're
opposite head.
Okay.
I will sit at the third head.
There was no other.
So I'm gonna sit next to Irina. I'm gonna put her.
I'll sit on the other side of
Yeah,
her.
I was gonna put.
Okay, so Fiona, and then Daedric, Irina, Merritt, Fial, and then there's 3 empty spots. So
Yeah, sure,
Angela
I'll
and
pick
Kane.
it out.
Okay, sure. Lots of business to discuss, or not a lot of business? What do you want, the rest of your payment?
We can start there.
Alright, absolutely. She reaches down and grabs like another sack and tosses it to Daedric.
I'll begin counting.
Okay.
One, two.
Right on top, you see, well, you open it and it's like a bag full of gold pieces,
Mhm.
and right on top is sitting like a fat diamond.
Ooh. I
Just
will
one.
take it out and hand it to Kane, and I'll say, you asked for this.
You read minds in the best ways possible, or did I ask for a diamond? I forgot.
You didn't not ask for a diamond. But
Look
I
in the
see your
best.
skills and I figured it was probably better than buying out Pearson's shop.
Absolute best.
300 gold piece worth
Okay.
diamond.
Very
Ooh.
good.
And then
JJ.
I'll start counting.
Okay. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So,
So now what? What, do you want a bit of power? You going to stay in Vulcan?
Directly to business.
yeah, what are the new rules?
Well, no more stupid festivals.
Okay, and we can leave and go as we please? Come and go as we please?
Sure. I know I can trust you. I'll give you that passage.
I am less concerned with the politics of your new town. That will come with time. Should we have a problem with it, we're awfully acquainted. I believe we can speak then. So, what I would like to discuss is there is a church on your grounds. The Church of the Morning Lord.
Correct.
This is supposed to be hallowed grounds.
As I've heard.
It is no longer.
Hmm.
The bones from the church have been stolen.
Unfortunate.
It is. I would like to recruit your guard to take the problem seriously. Perform a full citywide investigation. The bones must be returned.
I can have them start.
What are we gonna do then?
Oh, we got a list of shit we can do.
We were gonna
We are going to find those bones.
Well, sure. They have other things to do first, but I can have them get on it eventually.
Can you give me 2 guards for the rest of the day?
And he kind of, like, Fail kind of leans back, like, almost like he's negotiating, like, he is negotiating, but, like,
make a persuasion check.
Check something here. I think it does, but...
She's still holding the head, and Irina is just not looking. Yeah.
Just don't.
Persuasion, it's gonna be 4.
Do you really need 2 guards? What are they going to do? I'm the one in charge now.
There is a house I would like to investigate. If it was a formal investigation, it would be easier than breaking an entry.
I think you'll be fine. You want to investigate the house, tell them the new burgomaster allowed it.
Fair enough.
I guess that's good enough.
I have duties for my guards. If you really want them, I'm going to need to know why you're going to some house in the town.
This is where I believe the bones to be. I'll keep you posted.
Sure.
Send me
Anything
on.
else? Anything else?
What's
want
your
to-
friend's name?
My friend? What are you talking about?
You know, the red one.
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, you're not. I mean, you're not talking to. I like look at the magic bird on my shoulder. I say, "We all got one, honey."
He's very dear to me. His name is a secret. Maybe I'll meet him soon.
Can I recognize the creature?
Make what are the skills in D&D?
Arcana, religion.
Nature.
Make an occultism.
There's not
check.
occultism.
Fuck!
The Arcana.
Make an Arcana
It would be
check.
Arcana or religion.
Make one of
If
those.
you're proficient in it.
Make one of those.
Or maybe history.
I got a 24.
You got a 21.
You both recognize it to be an imp.
Nice. Should his name's a secret?
She said his name is a secret.
His name's a secret.
Yes,
I've never met an imp before.
they're pretty cool. I can get you one if you stick around a little bit longer.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding!
No.
He's mine! You have a
Do I know
bird.
imps
I
to
do
be
have a
in
bird.
dead?
Undead?
Undead.
You know they're not.
Well, there was just one that lived in the house before. I wanted to see if that was him.
Oh.
I didn't say that
What?
out loud.
Okay. I was like,
I
what?
yes, that's whoop-a-doo. No.
Anyway, and she snaps, and from the parlor, which is, if you remember, I don't want to pull up the map because I'm lazy, kind of hiding behind a couch, like a little guy runs forward.
Yeah.
Just a little normal human guy, just kind of like wringing his hands. Master. Yes, you don't need to watch these guys anymore, thank you. And he nods, and he runs off. And his voice seems similar to the the voice you heard, the
The
brain.
one that was saying boring?
Nope.
Or,
that was on her shoulder.
yeah.
But the one from the other room that was like, oh, I can't hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like his voice.
Mhm.
That is my personal assistant.
Did I hear or see him at any point throughout our time in Velaki?
Good spies are hard to come by.
Very. But not when you have the money I do.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of that. Okay. Sure.
So we're good.
Yes, I don't need you really anymore.
Great.
I will
Best
say, if you
news.
cannot find the bones, there is definitely a lot more hallowed ground in the next town over. If you're trying to get out of here, I do have a lot of business coming up. I may shut the gates for a little bit. I'll let you in and out, but just so you know. Just if you're interested.
In what town is that?
Let me look. I think it's Kresk. So the next town over to the west, it's a little bit further. You should pass. It's maybe a day's travel by foot. Definitely shorter if you're on horseback. But yes, you'll pass a couple landmarks. I've only been there once, I think, as a little girl. A couple landmarks, and then you'll be there. They are much more, how you say, like, barred in than we are at Velaki. We have walls, but they really do not let anybody in. So you have to have a really good reason to want to be there, but they seem to really like the Morning Lord, which, But, if that's your thing, she looks at me.
10,831, 10,832.
If that's her thing, I don't know. Whatever.
Awful thinking.
Then, maybe you can convince them to let you in. They really like, they like wine. You get some wine, you might be able to go in. I know there's been a little bit of a wine shortage. Spies, I hear things. If you could get the wine to Kresk, they might be able to let you in. I don't know. But, I'm just saying.
Alright, well...
You might stay if you want,
yeah,
but
if you need us,
you seem to want to
we'll be staying
going.
probably around the church, because that's her thing.
Okay.
She is still under our protection, and if any of your captain of the guards kidnaps her, we will behead them.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I
Okay.
wouldn't expect anything else. We'll make sure not to have anybody kidnap her. Under my power, anyway.
Oh, well, that's good. Irina, you hear that?
Yeah.
New Burgomaster's got your back.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna go find some bones. Good talking with you. Hope to
Yeah.
never see you again. Let's go.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Did I finish counting the gold?
3,500 gold pieces.
I
Hopefully
will
that
add
is
that
sufficient.
to my account right now just for this safekeeping. Or if you want to split that up, you can.
Hopefully
That'd
that
be
is
better.
sufficient for you.
How many are there? 5 of us?
And then,
600.
600.
as soon as I finish counting, I want to say one more request.
Go on.
Do you have a map of this land? We lost ours.
That's a good question.
I can get you one.
That would be awesome.
Come back to me before you leave. I
Yeah,
will
we'll
have
be in
someone.
the city at least until we find these bones.
Sure.
So,
I will have. I can have one.
I'm sure
written
we'll
up.
see you around again, despite what Merritt.
Yes, that was a little cryptic, but that's fine.
will
Do
rude.
you
I meant
have-
it in the fact that there's
What's
been
your
a
name?
lot-
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Detect thoughts.
And I'm gonna see if I can
The
get
imp's name?
and if I can I'm gonna see if I can get the imp's name just by randomly throwing that at
Okay.
him.
Holy shit!
Leading the
so
witness.
good.
Leading the witness.
Yes, actually, it specifically says you can do that in the spell description. Hold on.
What is your name? What is your
Detect thought. Yeah, it says.
When somebody asks me what's my name aggressively, my first one is what the fuck.
That's fair.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold
What's
on.
this? What is
I'll
this
read
description?
the description again, specifically the part that talks about you can make them focus on a thing. You initially learn service level thoughts, blah blah blah, or attempt to questions verbally directed at the target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts. So this spell in particular is particularly effective in interrogation. You can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. But yeah, so.
Okay.
Specifically trying to manipulate it into thinking about its name.
Okay. Immediately a wall goes up in Fiona's mind, and the little a voice in your mind coming from her shoulder goes, Majesto. Wait, what the fuck? 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 And just keeps doing that.
Okay.
Mephisto.
Okay.
Majesto.
Okay. What's your name? I do that. I just say, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Fuck you.
Ah, well, I tried. He didn't answer. I mean,
You know he did.
what?
What?
No.
I can talk to him.
I can't.
Okay.
I pull out my book and write something down right in front of her.
Yeah, okay. Let's go find some bones. I really
I
need
like
to take
you.
a fucking nap.
I like you, Madam Burgomaster. We're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
You're
Good
a
luck with
spy. If I give him a name, would he be able to give me a direction?
Probably.
May I speak to him for
Sure.
a brief moment?
And the man from like around the corner just runs back over. Yes.
Milovaj, the groundskeeper. His house.
I know where that is.
Could you give me a direction? Perhaps a description?
Yes. Would you like me to just walk you there?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh.
It's the
Actually, I thought
little.
God would
It's
be.
the little one-room shack right behind the armament.
Ah, excellent. We need to be heading that way anyways.
Okay.
Shall we?
Alright.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
this is.
And she is like
Lunch was great. I assume we
petting
ate.
the head.
I assume.
Yeah.
It was an amazing deal.
I have one request.
Oh,
Oh,
never
the
been
ones
to
that
May
never
we
told.
all be in the book club.
I think that. And she smiles. And she says, "I think that is doable. On the very."
And then we cast prestidigitation. Fireworks are going off.
Suddenly, with that, the
Okay,
little
that
red
makes sense.
imp on her shoulder appears for a split second, looks at you, and goes away. And that's where we will end this episode.
700 gold pieces a piece?
Yes.
oh
Gosh.
700 apiece.
Damn. Good, because we're about to bribe our way into the next city, boys.
Nah, we're fine. We got
No,
lots
I
to
think
do.
it's good.
We got lots to do outside of any city right now.
Well, we don't know. We don't know where this
Save it up for the flame tongue.
How much was the flame tongue? 5,000?
5,500.
Yeah, 5,500.
Yeah.
600 or 700?
Seven.
Seven apiece.
Yep.
Hot.
Good session.
Eight.